Hey, what's up? Street 1790 again, making a video. It's about The Last of Us, which is the PS3 exclusive by Naughty Dog, and the game looks great. The game looks phenomenal so far. The trailers and the gameplay. I played the demo, which is awesome. You play as Joel, who is a black market dealer in the quarantine zone in Boston, I think, and he basically smuggles drugs and weapons and shit to people, and he's the main character. The other main character is Ellie. You don't control her. She's a 14-year-old girl who was living in a boarding house, and during an accident, Joel makes a promise to a friend that he'll get Ellie out of the zone. Okay, the world is ravaged by a virus. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know that it jumped from ants to humans and mutated them, basically making them mindless zombie killing machines. So the storyline and the plot so far of the game look really well done, really awesome, really interesting. I will say the game is on rails. It means it's very linear. It's not so much open world as, I don't know, Dragon Age or Skyrim or Fallout 3 or any of this shit like that. It's not open world, but the choices you make are up to you. Okay, Joel don't have any morals left to cross. You know, he kills people all the time, but the choices you make are yours to make. You don't have to kill anyone. You don't have to cross any ethic lines that you don't want to cross. On the other hand, you can kill everybody. You can go fucking nuts, steal whatever you want, and that's great to me. That gets it more into the human psyche of the actual player, and not so much of wandering around doing nothing. Because I don't know how many times I played an open world game wandering around and not been able to do shit because I just didn't know what to do or where to go. I think it's been a while since a game has been on rails and been linear, and games like that are great. I mean, look at any RPG like that. Final Fantasy X was on rails. It wasn't a super open world, but you still was amazing. Just because it's on rails and you don't have the option of going into every fucking room, flushing toilets, and doing all this other bullshit that people like to do, eating hamburgers on dressers and shit, that don't mean the game ain't going to be good. The game's going to be phenomenal to me. Oh, people are crying that it's a PS3 exclusive. I think it's about damn time PS3 has got an exclusive like this. I'm so tired of games being on both systems. If that's the case, why hasn't they came out with cross-platforming online yet? I mean, back in the day, I remember PS2 had so many exclusives that it was ridiculous. I think it gives PS3 people to buy a PS3. I think it gives people another reason to buy PS3, and I think Sony needed that because, to me, they make the best systems. Are you okay? I think Sony makes the best systems. Fuck you, Microsoft fanboys. I'm sorry, they do. The graphics are better. The games used to be better on PS2. Now every system has every game except for the Wii. We're back to The Last of Us. The 1 second. Okay. Just found out that I didn't know this. The concept of The Last of Us came from when the developers were watching the BBC documentary Planet Earth, and they found out about the virus, and that's where. And then they thought of I Am Legend and shit like that. Um, so I think that's really cool. I think they're actually using a real world virus that could mutate and could jump to humans because you never know, it could do that. Daddy long leg species could develop to where they could bite us and they would devastate us. I think it's really cool. It's a really good idea that they are using real world events that could actually happen, or something that's actually real on the planet that could wipe us out, that could devastate the human race, and how would it morally affect us to survive in this post-apocalyptic era where you can't get food by going down to the grocery store. You can't get the sustenance you need, and the human race is so reliant on technology that there would be so much bloodshed over everything: food, clothing, shelter, water, just humans in general. You would kill each other over another human. You know, even if you didn't know this person, if they were nice to you and you haven't experienced that in years, or experienced the chaos and the damage it did to the psyche, that you would kill another person over it. I think that is really awesome, a really intense concept for a game to touch on, because you don't know. You could say, "Oh, I'll do this, I'll do that," but you have no idea because it hasn't happened yet. I think this is a way to experience it and really judge yourself on the moral choices that you make in the game about it. So I think the game is going to be really awesome. It's going to be really well done. And Naughty Dog makes some great games. They did the Uncharted series, which is a phenomenal series, which is on PS3. So I think it's going to be great. I think when it comes out, I'm buying it. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments.